Welcome back, channel. Another risky day for assets. Weeks passed since the recent crash fear. Now, the dust has settled. Which areas? Winning with one excel over others today? We'll talk. Today's episode? Looking to donate today at the latest market prices. Unusual behavior raises concerns about a possible Iranian strike tomorrow. I hope not way. Unusual activity. Numerous news and headlines analyze economic data. Earnings today and tomorrow will impact the market. A lot to discuss. Press the like button. Visit the channel to subscribe. Men haven't. Check the episode's description for links. Let's begin. The Russell 2000 shows a 0.64% increase today. Nasdaq rose 1%, making it the second best performer. Dow rises 0.06%. S&P rises 0.55%. Poor performance. Dow recently surpassed 50,000, marking the first time for self-induced Wall Street panic over software and tech. Several tech and software firms were considered a month ago. Gainers from AI, their AI threat. Indeed, it will take time. Wall Street must determine who benefits or suffers from AI. It makes me optimistic on cybersecurity firms. AI has been beneficial for cybersecurity firms. Additionally, more agents lead to increased cybercrime. I believe Wall Street will recognize its popularity. That side is separate. Note, the VIX fell 4%. Today, still high at 17. One possible reason is the persistence of certain key catalysts. A February 20th judgment is likely from the Supreme Court. We still have many earnings reports. Entering a moment, continue to anticipate AI risk in the market. Technology, software again. Expect your job report this week. Your NVIDIA profits remain. So, anxiety will occur. However, the recent crash in tech and software may indicate the end of things. Okay. From the sell, everything perspective. Probably won't go. Revert to selling at random in one market. Okay. Modern technology excels, as shown by a heat map. Area. Oracle up 11.3%. Hello, Oracle. The thing died, leaving temporary funds. Palantir rises 6%. Microsoft rises 3%. NVIDIA rises 3%. AMD and Broadcom are roughly 3 to 4% away. Some Microns install memory. Companies down today? The software is somewhat inconsistent. Workday Deep Red Technologies improved service by 2.5%. Don Ice revisited his Salesforce Plus ServiceNow top 30 ideas for the year. Completely helps two software development stocks stand out. Can say, however, it will take time. Restore software here. Wall Street must be waited for. Identifying AI's potential harmful effects and benefits. Banks tend to be diverse today. Most credit services are in the red. See that? The topics covered include healthcare, consumer defense, medical devices, home improvements, and entertainment. In medical care, some devices are more protective. The market sees more red than risk. Instead of risking,
good things sign risk takers.
Investing in technology may lead to growth. Very well today. Start Oracle presently. 11% drive to some behavioral risk. Okay, another small global green day. Is kind and selective. Some stocks do well, better than others. Both Oracle and AI names return a bit. Since D.A. Davidson upgraded its enterprise rating, an independent software company acquired it. The brokerage kept $180, goal and growth possible role of Oracle expansion in AI, cloud, and infrastructure. OpenAI claims $40 billion in cash and raising $100 billion more, indicating they can fund Oracle-built data centers. Yes, good. As per analyst Gil Loria, Oracle appeal may proceed, AI demand growth. Leads to increased spending on data centers and cloud capacity by large IT firms. The company highlighted Oracle's growth. Relevance as customers seek alternatives to hyperscales. Oracle may partner with OpenAI. But execution risks remain, according to analysts. Stay as costs rise. An analyst's view, everyone is aware of the risk of opening AI well with Oracle's pricing. Oracle started and was destroyed. Okay, this D.A. Davidson analyst suggests it may not be as bad. Stock reflects excitement surrounding your first good experience from a longtime Oracle employee. This could be a bad sign. Inform me. I understand your opinions. But Google will sell 100-year bonds. Bloomberg reports massive debt. This may seem promising, but which company sold the 100-year bond recently? Waller states in Moto 1996 that hype and clarity in crypto fade. According to Fed Governor Christopher Waller, Congress dallied. Federal crypto regulations should be simplified. As lawsuits have not stopped, Trump-linked cryptomaniarial data is falling, says Morgan Stanley. Challenges in the K-shaped economy narrative. National spending rises. Income levels, particularly in dollar stores with affluent customers, are decreasing. Growing consumer base, seeking value, boosting Walmart while traditional discount retailers, the white grocers, see weaker trends. House announced today that they reached trade reciprocity with Bangladesh. Lower U.S. tariffs to 19% and zero tariff method pick close. Strange news today. China requests banks to reduce U.S. Treasury market risk. OpenAI upgrades are forthcoming conversation model this week. A new study indicates Americans' expectations for the economy. It predicts 2026 stock growth of 50%. Market growth is anticipated by 49%. Outpacing pessimism, division of interest rates, 41% anticipate rate drops, 36% predictions for inflation and unemployment, 62% expect higher inflation, 50% expect higher unemployment. Not good. Consider labor instead of expecting better results. A stronger economy and market. Kevin Hassett declares White House role. A senior advisor advises against panicking over job cuts. Before jobs report due later this week is unfriendly. Today, a report suggests bond markets may tire of AI. Firms. Funders will profit if their massive investments fail, require firms to prove profit from AI, or risk doubt when borrowing for growth. Sinunjin compares it to pick selling. Prove. Gold rush shovels, gold exists. The U.S. advises ships to avoid Iran in the Hormuz trade. The U.S. advised American flagships to avoid Iranian waters. Hormuz responded as soon as the ship was harassed last week. More. Checking or sorta post combines them reads. Aggressive buyer holds 56,000 U.S. positions. Finished the day with Iran. Lost. 8. The account was silent for over a year after depositing $50 OK during the 2024 election. Account awoke. I expect a U.S. attack on Iran tonight. Current odds are absurd. If the strike happens. A $100,000 bet pays nearly $4 million. Money moves strangely. Today, Fed speakers, little besides headlines. Today's Fed speakers are Moran at 3:30, Bostic at 4:15, and we'll see. Some headlines. That moves markets. The January poll predicted 3.1% consumer inflation, compared to 3.4%. This must happen now. Falling inflation expectations are not always linked to actual inflation. Relevance: people expect to spend money. People understand that prices are high. People are unaware of high or low inflation until it is severe. Consumers may not notice a 3% inflation difference, but 1%. It seems indestructible. It's not your interest to see? While inflation may appear to have slowed in recent years, the real issue is people's expectations for frequent spending. This occurs when inflation expectations decrease 90% because people expect to spend less. Okay? Anticipating inflation, the economy is showing signs of a decline, which is concerning for consumers. Tomorrow, other things happen. ADP job changes. NFIB Business Optimism Index and retail sales data are important economic indicators. Tomorrow, Fed speakers Hammack and Logan will introduce key catalysts between 1 and 2 p.m. Bond for 3 years. Auction at 2 p.m. December price comparisons for imports and exports. Employment costs, benefits, and wages are indexed here. A large amount of secondary data. The major data set this week is Wednesday's jobs report. Expect 70 to 40%, 70,000 job ads. Last month, 50,000. As per Kevin Hassett's remarks today, number may be low if no big data surprises arise. This week's main story involves earnings for one stock. Monday.com stocks fell 22% pre-market. Yes, today, Monday, and after hours on Semi, Open Door, and others. Tomorrow morning, Coke, CVS, Spotify, Datadog, S&P Global, Oscar, Pfizer, and Marriott International, Robinhood, Astrolabs, Ford, Upstart, Gilly, Cloudflare, and Zillow were among those present on Tuesday and after hours. Also on Wednesday, Shopify, Vertiv, Unity, Humana, Kraft Heinz, T-Mobile, and McDonald's. Applying on Wednesday and after hours, Albert Marley, Cisco, Quantum Cape, HubSpot, Aurora, Fastly. Thursday, Nebius, Brookfield, Crocs, Zebra, Birkenstock pre-market and after hours, Coinbase, Pinterest, Arista, Rivian, Drog, Toast, DraftKings, Applied Materials, Expedia, and Dutch Bros. The Friday pre-market featured Magna, Wendy's, Comico, Inbridge, Advanced Auto Parts, and others. The CNN Fear and Greed Index is currently neutral at 49. On Friday, it was 44. It was scary. Today, we take a step up. Market momentum is neutral. Strong stock price due to extreme greed. Stock price breadth is greed. Call and put options. Extreme fear. Market volatility is neutral. Safe haven demand in extreme fear. Junk bond demand is also neutral. Today, cybersecurity stands out as a successful area. Wall Street appears to have understood that AI benefits cyber. Check rubric. One of the stocks I have been focusing on has declined from its $13 high by 53.5%. I stated that AI agents benefit from a look algorithm. Cyber clear winner today. Cloudflare has increased slightly today. Numerous smaller cyber companies experienced a significant CrowdStrike. It performed better than others. Up about 3.5% today. This area appears to have outperformed. For data centers, refer to IN. It's been a wild ride since their earnings 2 days ago. Iran rose 11% today. Later this week, Nebu's reports. Nebius is up 8% today. This is also noteworthy today. ALD rose 19%, incorrect ticker. Applied 10% digital increase today.